Crypto.com, Crocoin holders. I've got a video for you guys today. I want to be talking about Chris Marszalek at the White House Crypto Summit. And I also want to be talking about Crocoin versus Bitcoin and give you guys my opinion on this overall market because boy, oh boy, I know it is tough out there. And I'm going to give you guys my opinion where we could be headed. So welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Black C. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. Let's hop in this video. All right, guys. So first things first, over on Crypto Twitter, follow me at 333 Black C. I said, do you think Chris talked about Crocoin or the Crow fam at the Crypto White House Summit? What do you guys think about that? I think that there's a good chance that was talked about, but the question is, I know a lot of people, including myself, I thought it was quite a nothing burger. I watched the live stream. I said, well, there's not much going on, but maybe there was some business that went on behind the scenes, maybe a little bit more talking of where these coins are going to be going. Is Crocoin going to be a part? Is it going to be donated to the U.S. Reserve? Is that what this potential 70 billion new minted coins is all about? Will that 70 billion be going to the U.S. government? Maybe there was some talks about that. It's pure speculation, but I would have loved to see more transparency at the White House Summit, the Crypto White House Summit. And yeah, I will also say, obviously, yeah, I know if you're talking about a strategic reserve, you obviously don't want to come out and say, hey, world, this is our strategy. That doesn't make much sense now, does it? But I still would have liked to learn a little bit more, hear a little bit more about it, obviously. But obviously, you can't have your cake and eat it too. But I am very curious. What do you guys think? Do you think that Chris Marszalek talked about Crypto.com or I know he talked about Crypto.com, but Crocoin and the Crow fam? Was there talks about that? Will he be giving coins to the U.S.? I'm very curious what you have to say about that. I do want to say, when you look at Crocoin right now, you look at this chart, and it is pretty ugly, my friends. And I know it's tough out there, but right now, Crocoin's selling off. It's been selling off. We've been in a downtrend, a significant, a lot of alts look this way, though. I must say, I don't want to just single out Crocoin, because if you look at just Crocoin and by itself, you may say, oh, that's terrible. But if you look at some other alts, we're down 90% across the board on many altcoins. Right now, we are sitting at about a 65% drawdown from all-time high this cycle at about 20 cents. It's around about a $5 billion market cap. But right now, we are getting a little bit of a bounce at a very, very key support level. Guys, this 0.0830 cent level is such a strong level. It is a magnet, and I don't expect to be below this price for a long period of time. And we were below it, we bounced above it. But I will say, we see momentum starting to come to the upside on Market Cypher, but the money flow is still deep in the red on the daily time frame. I do think that we continue to see, after a little bit of relief, we could get a little bit of relief here, which you're seeing play out right now. We saw, what was it, like a 10% move today? Let's measure this. I think it was about a 10% move in the past 2 days here. Yeah, about 13%, 12%. That's not bad. That's a good move. But I do expect, after getting a little bit of relief, we do kind of spill over here. Because, guys, Bitcoin, the overall stock market, it's really, I talk about Bitcoin being the tide that raises all the boats, but when it really comes down to it, the traditional market, that is what dictates, are we having a good time with our money, or are we having a bad time with our money, or specifically our investments? Because when the traditional market starts spilling over, risk on assets fumble and tumble and go wee all the way home. They do not have a good time, and Crocoin is definitely a risk on asset. But guys, I'll be honest with you, there is opportunity in this volatility. I've been shorting, longing, scalping, and it's been very, very profitable right now. It's very tough out there to be just buying blindly unless you truly believe into something and they say like a 5-year time horizon, because there is a chance, guys. There's a chance that we do spill over for a couple of years. Things cool off, especially if the traditional market continues to break down. But there is opportunity, guys. If you do want to take advantage of some of this volatility, check out in the description box below or the pinned comment down below. We have a $5,000 sign bonus to Blowfin, as well as, based on trading volume, you can get very, very nice rewards. You can get a Rolex. That's about $9,400. There's all these different items you can get. I think there's like a Nintendo Switch, a MacBook, iPhone, AirPods, and a $5,000 sign bonus. So the more you trade, the more prizes you can win. And right now, like I said, guys, I've been seeing some of you guys post in the private Discord telling me, hey, look at this short I'm in, and look at this profit, and I love seeing you guys win. So if you want to join us, check out down below on that referral link. So Crocoin right now is sitting at rank 40, up about 22.47% in the past 7 days, about 10% in the past 24 hours. Like I said, it was about 12% in the past 2 days. What you're looking at is a $2.4 billion market cap, $53 million 24 volume. Pretty low, but guys, the altcoin market is dead. A lot of people are wrecked. A lot of people have taken their money and took the flight straight to safety because they are worried that we're going into a recession. They're worried that this global trade war is going to smack these risk-on assets down. And guys, I mean, we're kind of seeing that play out in real time. I think the risk is to the downside across the board. But this time it is so hard to be in. It is very, very, very difficult to predict this market right now because, like I said, I've been very transparent here on the Crypto Report. It could take one post from the president and all of a sudden we're in a raging bull market. Or it could take one article from the mainstream media about this global trade war, and then boom, we're spilling over. We're in a 180-day recession period, and the bull market's over. So it's a very, very tough. But I will say, back to the White House summit, Crocoin, and the 70 billion Unburn proposal. I've seen some people talk about how maybe this unburning is, we're going to give this 70 billion coins and just give it to the U.S. government, and then it'll be considered a digital asset stockpile. Very strange, because that doesn't mean the U.S. government is going to be buying this coin. It would be just a donation, and that they would be saying, yeah, we're not going to sell that. But what happens in 4 years? Will it still be a part of the stockpile? It's tough to. It's a very, very strange proposal. But over on Crypto Twitter, I said, for the Crow fam that are not validators and have no voting power, use this for the 70 billion Unburn proposal. Comment your thoughts below. And guys, almost 25% of you said yes to the supply. And I think that a lot of that has to do with a lot of copium. I think like a lot of people are saying, well, like it has to be good, right? It has to be good. They're giving it to the U.S., but I think a lot of people don't really understand the intricacies of this proposal. And also, the amount of people that I saw when it first came out just saying, I sold it all, I'm done. I saw countless, hundreds and hundreds of messages, people DMing me saying, Black Sea, I can't do this. This is crazy. I'm out of here. This is such this is a rug pull. I saw some crazy, crazy verbiage about it. And basically, like the hopium and the cope is that the 70 billion is going to be given to the U.S. government. It's going to create the digital asset stockpile. But guys, it's still dilution. And I know people say, but Black Sea, it says it's going to be locked up for 5 years. Yeah, okay, but it's still diluting the supply. And in 5 years, there's a linear vesting period, and that money is going to be coming out. It's going to be coming out. It will be accessible. Need more clarity. But regardless, without the clarity, it looks bad. But maybe with clarity, my mind could be changed. I will never say never, and I will never say always, because there's always ways to look through something. Like if I got more clarity, I could be convinced that this is not a bad thing. But just on the surface level, it's a bad thing in my mind. So I want to look at Crow versus BTC. We are at all-time lows here, constantly bleeding out versus Bitcoin, unfortunately. And I just wanted to talk about this because, guys, I am a crypto investor, right? I am a Bitcoin investor. I need to clarify on that sometimes. I am a Bitcoin investor, and I am a altcoin trader. I make money on altcoins, whether that be with leverage, without leverage. I like to swing trade over cycles. I'm like a cycle trader. I take when the market is crashing, I'm buying, and then when the market's going up, I am taking profit along the way. Guys, I take that profit and I put it into Bitcoin or into equities or into real estate or into businesses. But I am not a long-term holder, like 5+, 6+ years on altcoins, because there's cycles, guys. I've learned my lessons. I've been trading in crypto for nearly a decade. Now, that's the strategy that works out best for me. Now, you may have a better strategy that works out best for you. Everyone should find the strategy that works out best for them when it comes to trading and investing, because everyone's different. Not everyone can trade the same way. Not everyone excels at leverage trading, and not everyone excels at long-term investing. It's just a fact. But it's not financial advice. I just tell you guys what I'm doing in my strategies. And if you can learn from it, great. But I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Do your own research. You know the drill. I do want to take a look at the overall crypto market cap, okay? So we have, based on the 4-year cycle, we have, let's say, another 220, 230 days left of this bull market if we went strictly based on the time horizons of 4-year cycles. Right now, we are below the previous cycle high for crypto market cap. We are trading at a $2.78 trillion market cap for the entire cryptocurrency asset class, okay? We've never seen this before. When this happens, that means we're in a bear market. And usually when you break below the previous cycle high, that is the low, okay? So obviously this time is different. You know, rewind about 3-4 months ago, people were saying, hey, you know, this time may be different for altcoins. This time may be different. And then people were saying, no, it's not different. No, it's not different. Yeah, it's different, guys. It is different. We're not seeing the same type of moves. We're not. As this asset class matures, things are going to change. It's not going to be as easy as you blindly throw a dart at a dartboard with a bunch of crypto names on it, and you get a 10x. It is going to become more and more difficult as this market matures. It's as simple as that. And that's why I like Bitcoin so much, guys, because Bitcoin is like if Bitcoin fails, it's done. It's all over. All the altcoins, it's all over if Bitcoin fails. That would be the nail in the coffin for crypto. But looking at Bitcoin right now, yeah, it looks like that we are going into potentially for 100%, this is a local top. This is a local top. Now the question is, how long is it local or is it going to be macro? Okay. So we really have to see how this plays out. We have about 19 hours left on the weekly candle. Really want to see us close above this yellow line at 88,600. If we don't close above it, and we close below it, if we close below this line, I would say, hey guys, get ready for more weeks of downward and sideways price action, maybe leading into Q2. And by the end of Q2, if we're not making a push above like 94,000, I would say, all right, guys, it's probably the bear market. Probably is the bear market. And yeah, I know we could go all the way up to October of 2025 because that is really the end. Like that is specifically on 4-year cycle time horizon. 4-year cycle theory. October 2025 should be, that's it. Like that would be really pushing it. Like we have to be at new all-time highs by then, or at least like showing significant strength. But so we have some time to really see this price action play out, guys. And you know, to the Crow fam, to the Cronos ecosystem out there, yeah, it's a great big deal that the CEO of crypto.com is at the White House at these crypto summits talking about 70 billion unburning of the coin. Maybe he's got a plan to give that to the US. Can't be transparent about it. Regardless, it's dilution. I need more clarity to not be bearish on it. And some of you guys, like 25% on that poll. I think only like 150 people voted on it, though. I was a little late to posting that poll, but 25% of you guys said you want it to happen. I really would love to hear your thoughts on it because it's still dilution. And if we were to give that 70 billion coins to the US and there's a linear vesting period at the end of the 5 years, well, who's getting in that? Who is getting that money? Where's that money going? If it was given to the stockpile, what's the point of investing? Why not just create 70 billion coins and be like, okay, it's locked. It's locked there. I don't know. I need to know more about this, and I unfortunately I think that we're probably not going to hear much more about it, which is unfortunate. It probably is. This proposal probably will pass because of all the validators. They want that staking rewards, and the main validators are Crypto.com. They have the most coins. But let me know in the comment section below what you think about all this, guys. I know it's very, very interesting times. Very tough to predict this market right now, but right now I do think we are getting in a little bit of a sideways and more to the downside price action for Bitcoin, which probably brings the market down with it. All the altcoins probably brings Crocoin down with it. And on top of that, yes, the S&P 500 looks a little bearish as well because of this global trade war, all these tariffs. But like I said, all it takes is one little post saying, "Hey guys, the trade war is over." Federal Reserve comes out, hey guys, we're going to quantitative easing, we're going to cut rates. Stay vigilant, guys. Keep your eyes wide open because at any moment, things can take a 180-degree turn. That's all I got, guys. I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.